to share my unsolicited opinion on SSRIs. Take caution with them, high caution. View them with the mindset of how to get off them. They're not meant to be the rest of your freaking life. They were not meant to be the rest of your freaking life. They were not meant to be the rest of your freaking life. Think of them like pain reliever, like morphine, if you will. If you snapped your leg in half, shattered it to pieces, they might give you morphine in the hospital to help you with the pain, especially after a long surgery that it took to piece all of your little pieces back together, right? It's totally normal, right? Is it normal to be on that morphine then for the rest of your freaking life? Simply because the hospital gave it to you in the emergency situation you were in? But with SSRIs, it's just like, here you go, rest of your life, bye! Come back for more, we'll up the dosage every week. No, they are also meant in that emergency. The body went through some trauma, some emotions, some loss, what is happening, just right? Administer SSRIs, administer what other options are out there as well. That's what the system tries to do, right? They try to find what works. Okay, cool. But then when you find what works for that emergency and you get someone out of that emergency state, then what? Most states won't even go as far as we just got in this conversation. And a lot of states that do go far in the conversation will probably just get to like an after program therapy. If you have insurance. If you have the insurance. If not, you can piss off, they don't care. After therapy, what do you talk? What do you talk? You know, journal, they talk about emotions, physical therapy, that's cool. But are we taught how to get off these SSRIs? Are we taught how to get off the drug now that we are not in the emergency state? How do we get our body where we need to be so that we can lower the dosage of the emergency drug? No talk of that. To talk that is like literally crazy. To talk that means you need to be strapped and drugged even more. Like it's almost like it blows the system's mind. And that's to be suspicious on its own. But anyway, all the alarms with SSRIs came from a strict Hispanic household in the South, Southern Christian diet, and their past was like, Catholic. So there was no such thing as mental health, no such thing as depression. Depression meant demon possessed, he gave you soul to the devil, repent. So there was that, and that led obviously to a very, unhealthy upbringing. And then when I hit that emergency state, actually, no, I didn't even really, I guess I was in emergency, details. So when I was in emergency state and got administered the drugs, it was like, okay, cool, I can see where, be calm, I guess. But it didn't feel right. And it was not too long before I realized it just wasn't really working on me. It had me so calm, pulled away from everything that I was simply detached from absolutely fucking everything. It was just gone. I literally remember like holding up my cat and being like, Kiki? Like I couldn't even really feel like she was my cat, took away everything. And the dosage just kept raising. Like the doctors just kept raising my dosage because even though I took away everything, that apparently was a call for a higher dose. Because apparently it wasn't working, meant like higher the dose. And yeah, it went up real quick, real fast. My body was just absorbing it. It wasn't fucking working. I was dropping weight. And I had to get off it. And do not get off it cold turkey, but that is what I did. And it was something I do not recommend. Currently right now, I'm actually on lithium, which is used in the body for depression and like major depression disorder, sometimes backed with SSRIs, but it's not an SSRI. And I was screaming to like screaming. I was screaming is all I can say to this bitch, this crack, to not give me anything SSRIs because of my history with them. And this I got canceled to try to like not be too dependent on like what the doctor said, because the doctor did not give a fuck. History, background, none of that. She was just going through the protocol. Here's a drug, it works for everyone else, so try it on you. And I'm screaming no because I'm not trusting these drugs again. Oh, well, do you need to be strapped because that's crazy? Well, this place would have had me strapped in isolation and like shot up on sedatives so much if it wasn't for the fact that I told them I was allergic. And honestly, I don't think I had a react. I don't know what I had off of the sedatives that they administered, but years ago, I pretty much died. And personally, I think they overdosed me because they shot me with 3 separate needles. Like, I'm a tiny girl. I'm average. I'm like 5'5", average height, but like, I'm like 120 pounds. So 3 syringes, I think was a little extreme. Because the next thing you know, I'm being shaken by an ambulance guy to like, stay with me. They called me to a hospital to be drained. So I was like, cool, so I'm not going to try to do that again. So I was letting her know, I was telling everyone, the ambulance, I'm like, do not fucking touch me with that stuff. I'm allergic, you touch me with that stuff, like, I'm fucking sick. So they weren't. And they you can see in all their faces, they wish they did, but I don't give a fuck. I was not going to let them test me, like, use me as a test subject, so to say, before they decided that I was telling the fucking truth. But that's how the system works. You're like the test subject, they'll figure it out. You kind of don't have a voice. Advocating for, like, you're meant, like, for yourself in there is necessary, 100%. It's not optional. It's not, it's not gonna, no, they're gonna try to make you feel like the crazy person. Do you call security? Call security, you weirdo. Your patient's trying to talk to you about her health and you want to call security? Do it. This is more about you than it says about me. Like, that's my personality or my attitude when I'm in there, because I'm like, this is supposed to be about my health and you're just making it about shoving drugs and passing people through like a pill mill. Like, please listen. So with the situations I've had and the experience I've had, that is why I'm like, do your best to focus on your body, your health, your brain. That's actually what my hoodie says right here. Mental health equals brain health. If you guys like it, I love hoodies. It's like so big with a little bitty dress. Mental health equals brain health. And guys, if you really like this hoodie, go to rosygoldx.com. That is how passionate I am about advocating for mental health and how it is physical health, it is brain health, it is in the brain. These SSRIs has a lot of harsh chemicals shooting through the brain. So be cautious. Drink water, take your vitamins, eat healthy. The reason why it goes into like the glow up when it comes to healing, about how like everyone's eating more veggies and mushrooms and oils and all this stuff, is because your brain needs that to be covered. Okay. And it's actually kind of like cool, like when you really think of like how like when you get into it, it's just so fascinating. How like we're told certain things can't recover. Like probably told you can't recover from depression, you can't recover from suicide ideation, you can't recover from PTSD, you can't recover from ADHD. Even like there's all these things out there that prove already that you have a high chance of being able to recover with a certain lifestyle. And then that's where the world like divides about like the lifestyle. But honestly, it really is just tuning with yourself out. Tuning with yourself, your health, your brain, what do you need, what's going on. And if something's not feeling right, trust yourself. It's yourself, it's your brain, it's your body, it's your symptoms, it's your mood that's swinging. So trust how you feel and work with it. It's all about working with it, not drugging it out or running from it. It's honestly about stopping. What is it? Where is it? How am I feeling? And let me just like work with that. Do I need more water? Do I need more sleep? Am I sad because I haven't been doing my hobby? Has whatever happened recently just completely fucked with me and I haven't given myself time to even cry? Like, it sounds so cliche or whatever, but like that's I don't know what else to tell you. Just try it. And moving forward, I do hope that you stay strong, keep fighting.